Everyone, I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Foles Eagles going up against Bridgewater's Vikings.
All right, Larry, it's one of the new jewels of the NFL, no doubt, as you get a look inside U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Philadelphia Eagles. Kai Forbath set to kick it away for the Vikings. And off we go from the Twin Cities. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Being chased out left. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. This is Ajayi. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. They run with Ajayi. And he will be brought down at about the 4th. Three that time. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Now a play fake. Wentz. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Anthony Barr. From that outside linebacker spot, he's able to get in there for a loss of 9. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Play action to Sproles. Wentz into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Over the middle here to Rudolph. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? For them, brings up a nice second down for them.
And the defense definitely showing blitz here. They run once more with McKinnon. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Again, it's Murray. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on the play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's fourth down. And Forbath will put this one through, and the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So they get the ball first here in front of the home crowd under the lights, and they get 3 points.
Game, isn't there? A little extra snap, a little extra crisp in the air. What a terrific way to get things started. A little extra excitement, a little extra dazzle for the home crowd.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. They'll begin the drive with a jive. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Pardon me, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. Here's a jive. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
Fourth and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
On side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
So on fourth down, here's the veteran left-footed punter Donnie Jones to kick it away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over first and 10. Vikings coming out here again to take over on offense. And this is a crew, obviously, that was so close, Charles, to becoming the first ever team to play a Super Bowl in their own stadium. So disappointment in that last game against Philly. But overall, I think they've got to be pretty pleased with the season.
They have to be, because they put it all together. Won the NFC North. How about that win over the Saints in the divisional round? I mean, I don't know that they'll ever top that in terms of getting something done late in the game, especially with what was on the line. They do get Dalvin Cook back at running back next year. I think they'd still like to have a little more speed at wide receiver. But all in all, this team comes back pretty well intact and will be a force for a while.
Yeah, that defense is pretty set.
Very much so. I mean, try and move the ball against their front and then try and throw it against Xavier Rhodes. Good luck to you.
On third down, Bridgewater. is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. So on fourth down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. Back deep is Darren Sproles. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Now it's Ajayi. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Well, he was looking at a dime formation, 6 defensive backs on the field. So he's looking for anyone to throw the football to. But he didn't have anyone open, so he took off and ran for it. But he came up just short, and that brings up 4th down.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. A good effort there from distance, but he might have needed a little more help from the air conditioning behind him on that one.
It probably would have helped. This is awfully close to getting there. It was right on target, but it winds up being just a little bit short.
And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
Throwing, Bridgewater. The left side caught by Diggs. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. To throw, Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Here's Blount. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here's Sproles. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So now on is Caleb Sturgis for the Eagle field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So a good kick that time, and he's able to redeem himself from the previous miss.
And fortunately for him, he got the chance to do that not long after missing the first time. Sometimes a whole game goes by, and you don't get that chance at all. So you keep it with you till the next time you take the field.
And now out comes Minnesota. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. Space to maneuver at the 40. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, last year, I'm not sure we saw very many of those runs, did we, from the Vikings? I mean, they had the poorest rushing attack in the league.
Just 75 yards per game, but carries like the one looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Wentz to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Get ready. Hey.
On second down, Bridgewater again. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 75 yards. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Anthony Barr in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. Now Wentz throwing on second down. Ertz has it left side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's Donnie Jones now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. First down, Bridgewater. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Bridgewater off the play fake to McKinnon. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Timmy Jernigan able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5.
Get ready! Tiger! Tiger! Force!
Final play of the half, Bridgewater. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Screen play, McKinnon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Let's go! Tiger! Tiger!
To the air again with Bridgewater. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
The Vikings on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Bridgewater again. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Bridgewater now on second down. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
The Vikings on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Bridgewater. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 14 yards that time for number 14. Bridgewater on first down. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Hey, we talked about Adam Thielen a little bit last year, didn't we? Possession receiver, makes some tough catches, gets it done, and he's a homeboy. Grew up very close to the Twin Cities.
And showing those possession receiver skills right there to pick up the first. Second down, Bridgewater. Now he's forced out left. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on third.
Thinking pass all the way.
Throwing is Bridgewater. That is caught inside the 5. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This is turning into a bit of a death march here, the 13th play of this drive. They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run. Murray. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Latavius Murray taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. Forbath out to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They run for it with a giant. It's a gain of 4 that time. And the Eagles are going to have a first down.
It's 4th and 2, and you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage. So you have to be definite about your decision about where to go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Play clock winding down. And the play clock becoming an issue, so Mike Zimmer's forced to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Here again is McCammon. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. In motion right is Smith. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings. Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Everson Griffin. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. On play action, it's Wentz. Steps away to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Everson Griffin in there to get him for his second sack of the night. Play action. Now Wentz. Buying time to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot there on third down. Couldn't get it. Now it's fourth. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now Wentz, got to have this one. Dancing to his left. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Bridgewater. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Bridgewater here to throw. But he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. A first down throw for Bridgewater. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Wentz now on first down. Flushed out right. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. They go play action here on first down. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them. He's got to figure all day long prepping for the game. They had to have talked about it again and again. Squeeze passing lanes and we'll be in great shape.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on